The Last of Us Part 3 has a plot, but it's not been made, ... yet. Why? Not again. Not again. I don't want to go through it again. No. After what happened last year, no, I don't want to go through this again. No. Satan, why do you enjoy tormenting us? Us gamers, especially the Last of Us fans, the core fan base, we suffered. We suffered last year. And now they're making a part 3. It's like there's a story outline right now. They are heading towards a part 3 release. And I need to know why. You know what? Let me just finish the article so I can give you my thoughts. Naughty Dog has written a story outline for The Last of Us Part 3, but isn't making a sequel right now. Creative director Neil Druckmann says he hopes it can, quote, one day see the light of day, unquote. Speaking on an episode of the Script Apart podcast about the writing of The Last of Us Part 2, Druckmann touched briefly on the possibility of a sequel. So these are his words, quote, I don't know how much I want to reveal. Co-writer Haley Gross and I did write an outline for the story that we're not making, but hope one day can see the light of day. That explores a little bit what happens after this game. We'll see, unquote. Druckmann says there's been quite a bit of discussion internally about a part 3, but pointed out how much work it is involved in making a game like this a reality. Quote, this is what he says. These games take so much time to make. Part 2. I've been thinking about it for 7 years. Between when the last game came out and when this game came out, you want to make sure you're jazzed about the idea that you have, that it feels like it's challenging. We've now had 2 games that I feel speak something universal as well as telling a very personal story for these characters. With 1 game, there is no pattern of what a franchise is. With 2 games, now there's starting to be a pattern. Now I feel like there are some structural and thematic themes you would have to stick out to make a 3rd game, unquote. So those are Neil Druckmann's words on the possibility of a part 3. And my thoughts on this, no. Fuck no. Hell the fuck no. I do not want this game to see the light of day. I want this game to remain in the darkest depths of hell. Keep this game in your mind, Neil. Just keep it in your sick, twisted mind. Do not release this game to the public. We've suffered enough. Do not make us go through this again. The franchise you destroyed. You absolutely destroyed this franchise. You ripped away the core, the heart, the foundation of what made this game so iconic, what made this game so beloved from gamers worldwide. You destroyed it. The first Last of Us, I still play it to this day. I literally still play it. I still play the online. Like, The Last of Us is probably the only online game I play right now. Online multiplayer. Because it's that good. I still enjoy playing that game. I played the first Last of Us probably over 20 times. It's second in my favorite all-time list of games I've played in my whole life. And I've been playing games since the first PS1. I rate this game so highly. I love the game so much. Look, let me tell you how much I love this game. Look, I've always said I don't really care if I have children or not. It's not something I strive towards. It's not something I like go, oh, I want 2-3 kids. Like, no. If I have a kid, whatever. If I don't, whatever. I'm kind of indifferent. But playing that first game, just seeing that relationship bond between Ellie and Joel, it made me think, wow, this is having a kid must feel special, having this sort of relationship. It was that good. The characters was that real and that good that it made me actually think, I actually want a kid, like I actually want a child, because to see a connection between Joel and Ellie, to see how Ellie changed this man Joel, how he was willing to sacrifice humanity to keep this child safe, it was powerful. It was powerful. I was like, if you love someone that much that you're willing to sacrifice humanity, that love must be real good. It must be real good for you to sacrifice humanity, because him deciding to keep Ellie alive says a lot about how much he loved this child, how much he values the relationship he has with her. So that just made me think, wow, then if having a child is like that, if having a child you experience that type of love, you know what, I want that. I'm open to having a child now. That the first game was that good. It actually changed my perspective of having a child. So you decide to destroy that foundation, destroy it, so we can have this Brock Lesnar type female character and a child, an Asian child that wants to be a man who's a girl. For what? Why? What made you do this? What made you decide to go, let's destroy the thing that made the first game so beloved by everyone universally? It's a classic. It's probably the best game that got released in the PS3/Xbox 360 era. It's the best game of my generation, I think, personally. My generation is the best game I've played. Nothing comes close. So what made you go, let's destroy that foundation, that relationship that people loved? Let's kill off the guy, because these days being a man is a bad thing. Man, you be a man, you're bad. Let's take away the so-called toxic masculinity. Let's kill him off, so we can have this Hulk Hogan looking like bitch who's useless to the story. Like, no one cared for this. No one cared for her. Who cares about Abby? I don't want to see her part 3. Like, clearly the part 3 is going to be her and Lev. Like, that's what the second game was setting up, is to kind of shoehorn these two characters to be the face of the Last of Us franchise. Like, you robbed us the chance to see Ellie and Joel build that relationship to another level. You robbed us you robbed us the ability to watch Ellie grow from a child to a woman. You robbed us the chance to see Joel go from a hardened survivor to a loving father who might have decided to settle down in Jackson, find himself a woman, maybe even have a child, and to see like Joel and Ellie building a family. You robbed us the chance to have this. And for what? For Abby and Lev, like for pandering to these. You pandered to a demographic that didn't really care about, didn't play the first game. I guarantee it. A lot of these weirdos you can see on Twitter going, yeah, Abby and Lev, yeah. I guarantee they didn't even play the first game. But you're pandering to them. You're a stupid punk, stupid bitch. Like this, The Last of Us could have been a iconic franchise, up there with Metal Gear Solid. up there with Mortal Kombat, up there with Street Fighter, up there with GTA, Resident Evil. What else? Final Fantasy. The Last of Us could have been up there with those guys. But now, it's dead. It's dead. There's nowhere else we can go because no one cares about Abby and Lev the way they cared about Joel and Ellie. Facts. I don't give a fuck what you said. Those are facts. No one cares. So when part 3 does come out, I'm not sure where they're going to take it because Joel's dead. Ellie's a broken character. She's not the same Ellie as the first one. She's broken. I don't recognize this Ellie. I don't really care for this Ellie too. The second part made me actually hate Ellie. Ellie was in my top 3 favorite characters of all time. Up there with Clementine from Walking Dead and Ezio from Assassin's Creed. She was up there. She was 2. I think she was number 2. First is Clementine. She's my favorite character. Second was Ellie. But the second part made me say, fuck this shit. Fuck her. I don't give a fuck about Ellie. I don't care about her story now. What? What's she gonna try? Redeem her relationship with Dina? I don't give a fuck about her too, and her child. Fuck them. Fuck them both. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck about either of them. Joe's gone. Ellie's character's broken. What is left for this franchise? Abby and Lev. That no one cares about. When this game gets released, it's going to get released eventually. There's going to be a part 3 because number 2's made money and won enough awards for them to make number 3. I'm just going to be interested to see where it goes. It's most likely going to stick with Abby and Lev because they clearly try to make them the new characters, the new faces of Last of Us. And no one wants to see that, honestly. Neil, you fucked up badly, very badly. You fucked up real bad. It's not even funny. You fucked up real bad. Just to pander to some weirdos who doesn't even play games. They don't even play games. All they do is go on Pinterest and make. I don't know. They make these. I don't know what they do. They just go on Pinterest to find these weird characters so they can they just, oh yay, Ellie and Dina, yay, let's ride for them. They're both lesbians, yay. Abby and Lev, yay, let's ride for them because Abby looks like Brock Lesnar and Lev is he identifies as a man but she's a girl. Yay, let's do those. You're pandering to this new generation of weirdos. That's what you're doing. And what does it get you? Yeah, you got the awards. Yeah, you got the money, but you lost the respect of a lot of gamers. Real gamers who actually play the games, who actually spend their money on the games, who actually put in time and invested emotionally from the first game. You destroyed our trust. Just depended to those weirdos on Twitter who identify as whales and deers and crickets and cockroaches. Like, if you guys want to identify as those, then that's fine. That's your life. I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge no one. You live your life who you want, like how you want. You identify as whatever you want to identify. That's your life. I have no problem with that. But you shouldn't make a game to pander to those people who clearly didn't play the first game, who doesn't understand why these two characters are beloved. Why they go, oh, Joe died, so what? You guys are only angry because Joe died. You don't get it, you idiots, you dickheads. You don't get it because you never played the first game. You never invested time to play the first game. That's why we're mad. You didn't invest time to play the first game. You only jumped on this because you found out there's two lesbians. That's the only reason you want to play this game. That's the only reason you invested in this game, because they're lesbian. There's a character that's a girl who identifies as a boy. That's the only reason why you were interested in this game, because of the political messages. And Neil pandered to them for what? it's sad. It's really sad because I loved the first game. I loved it. It was amazing. It was an experience. It literally made me change my mind on having kids. That how much I love this game. I'm not even joking. That how much I did. Like Ellie as a character, Joel as a character, seeing their relationship. I'm just thinking, yo, I want this. I want that in my life. That sort of love, you know, that you're willing to sacrifice humanity for. That sort of love. Everyone wants that. That's why a lot of people can relate, because everyone wants that sort of love, that family, that bond. And we were excited to see where their story leads, but you decided to go, you know what, fuck Joe, get him killed off. With a golf club, get him killed off, smacked, first 2 hours of the game. Hey, Joe, get the fuck out of here, move. It's time for Brock Lesnar. Who cares about Brock Lesnar? I don't want to play as him. I don't want to play as her. It's sad. Like those are my. Yeah, it's sad. Like part 3, when it comes out, I will buy it because I'm a gamer. I like playing games, and the thing I know about Naughty Dog, like the games will look good. Like I'm very curious to see how Naughty Dog will move on from the PS4 era to the PS5. Because say what you want, I can criticize the second game to what I want, but that game was gorgeous. That was a beautiful game. That was spectacularly gorgeous, absolutely amazing to look at. So I want to see how Naughty Dog are with the new technology with the PS5. So I would just buy it just to see how good it looks. Honestly, that's the only reason I would buy it. Yeah, but this franchise is done. It's done. That's it. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Like Naughty Dog, you fucked up. Like there's two gaming industries, like companies, that I would bet my life on to make an amazing game, and those are Rockstar and Naughty Dog. Because I can trust with my life that they will make an amazing game, because they take their time with their shit. They take 5 years, 6 years to release a game, because they are they're perfectionists when it comes to making games. Yes, the way they handle their employees is kind of fucked up, but if they're willing to do that with the employees, like, you know, the game that they're gonna release is gonna be good. It's gonna be detailed, because these guys are perfectionists. They're very meticulous the way they make their games. Every inch has to be perfect. So that's why I trust any game that they release, Rockstar or Naughty Dog. When they release it, it's gonna be good. But Naughty Dog after part 2, I don't know about that. Especially with Neil Druckmann around, nah, I can't trust you guys like that no more. You broke that trust. You broke that trust. As far as Neil Druckmann lurking about Naughty Dog's offices, yeah, I can't trust anything you guys released. Uncharted 5, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know what you guys are going to do with Nathan Drake. I don't know what you're going to do with his daughter, because he's meant to have a son. Nathan was meant to have a son, but Neil was like, oh, like Neil went to bed with Anissa Skarkeis, whatever, fucking Anissa Skarkeis, and whatever her bitch's name is. Like, he went to bed with her, and now she suggested, yo, how about Nathan having a daughter? And he was like, okay, because he's so progressive. So as long as Neil Druckmann's around, Naughty is lurking about trust anything guys release. Anyway, those are my thoughts anyway about Last of Us 3 potentially being released. Apologies for the background noise from the drill. My neighbors have decided to fucking start drilling their house when I start recording. So apologies for the noise. But yeah, fuck Neil. Fuck him. That's all I gotta say. Fuck him. I hope this game doesn't get released. If it does, there's gonna be riots again. So those are my thoughts. If you like, comment, all that good stuff. I'm out.